chance.
Classic fights, G?
Time. Who you got? Oh, you talking about who we watch?
Yeah.
Oh, that's an old joint. Dawson and I don't even know how you pronounce the cuz's name.
A lot of people forget about Chad just because he didn't win the big one against.
He was one of my favorite guys to watch on Friday Night Fights when I was younger. Yeah, and they used to have the fights up at the Mohegan and all that. He used to be on them cards.
I forgot he from up that way, right?
Yeah, he from up there. What you got?
All right, so your man Tim Bradley did a video saying that Usyk wasn't an all-time great, and it kind of caught fire. People started giving their own take.
Yeah.
Where do you rank Usyk as far as top heavyweights all time?
It is hard to say because I can see why Tim Bradley he's not an all-time great. But then again, you kind of got to put him in there because he beat the boogeyman in the heavyweight division, which is Fury, and he started as a cruiserweight. But it's hard to say because back in the day, all the great heavyweights fought each other. Even way back Jack Johnson days. You know what I'm saying? They all fought each other. We seen Usyk in some matchups, but it was like some matchups that was like fitted for him. The Joshua fight was fitted for him. Joshua, no way Joshua could fuck with Usyk. No way. Like he got too much knowledge, too much ability, skills, all that for Joshua. So that was like kind of like tailor-made. What happened with Dubois was kind of crazy, controversial. He definitely owe him a rematch. I mean, his best work is Fury. To me, that's his best work. So to say an all-time great at this point, yeah, that would be a bit disrespectful. It would be. Because there's a lot of heavyweights out here that he ain't fighting.
Where would you rank? Top 20, top 15?
I say 20. Yeah, I say top 20.
Top 20?
I say top 20 for sure. But top 10, top 5, no. It's too many.
I don't think people realize or remember a lot of the names. It's like they're thinking of recent. But shit, the heavyweight division, we're talking about over 100 years. Like, there's a lot of great guys.
And for real, Riddick Bowe would have beat a lot of these niggas, bro. Riddick Bowe was sharper than a lot of these heavyweights. His hand speed, shit like that. He had his habits, of course, but people always, that's the shit people bring up when they try to discredit motherfuckers. But Riddick Bowe himself would have cooked a lot of these heavyweights, bro. He would have. Holyfield, different type of engine. He was running off a different type of engine. He probably would have ran a bunch of them over. Tyson would have ran some of them over. Ali would have outsmarted a lot of them. George Foreman would have broke half of them. You know what I'm saying? It's like Ernie Shavers. I mean, it's so many of them, bro. Lennox Lewis. So many heavyweights, bro. I don't know. Right now in the game, gotta be Bud. Gotta be right now. Then probably Inoue.
Some people are saying Usyk.
Yeah.
Like you said, some people are saying Inoue.
Yeah.
Why Bud? Inoue. No, Inoue.
The Japanese one?
Yeah. Why Bud?
Because Bud, man, people don't get it. He was being counted out like a long time ago. Kept winning. Beat a lot of ass.
Same way with
35,
with Tank.
40. Yeah, but Tank always been 130 pounder, 35 pounder. People try to say Tank was a 26 pounder. I fought on a couple cards with Tank. He never really made 26. So you probably made 26 one time. I'm saying Bud punching on shit at 35, 40, 47, and just won a belt at 54.
All right, so you
champion at 35, undisputed at 40 and 47, right? And then won another belt at 54.
All right, so
still undefeated.
So you saying that because Bud took a lot of steps up? That's why you giving him number one pound for pound?
A lot of steps up. A lot of guys were supposed to beat him. A lot of guys were supposed to be too big for him, too fast, too strong. This one supposed to be too experienced, and he beat them all.
All right, well now look at the
Let's
go back a little bit. Let's go back a little bit because I know you did your homework, but I want to see if you really did your. Who was the best pound for pound fighter in the world when me and you was around? And he stayed at one weight.
You talking about Roy?
No.
Bernard?
Bernard.
Middleweight.
Right. Bernard smashed everything at middleweight.
But that's because it was a lot of middleweight action.
Okay, but at the same time,
He not getting that action at 35. Tank getting the action wherever he could get it. He ain't getting all the action at 35.
Yeah, true, but my thing is this.
Bernard
you got
for
guys
everybody
that's
at
coming in, stepping in, and I'm saying want to take Tank on, and Tank fighting him and
No,
he's destroying him.
Tank a beast, but pound for pound, I think, but I give it to Bud.
So you saying Bud number one? I can respect that.
Because the weight classes and it's like a lot of times I was there, people was doubting him. They doubted him against Spence. They doubted him against Madrimov. Some people say he was too small. I heard him. When he fought Victor Postal, he was too small. When he fought Gamboa, he ain't know enough. There was a lot of shit people was saying.
So he beat Canelo. He number one forever.
If he beat Canelo, he the baddest motherfucker in the last 30 years.
Yo, I'm a big Andre Ward dude, right? Andre Ward's my favorite fighter of all time. It's hard for me to put anybody over Andre Ward. If Crawford beat Canelo, Crawford go in the top 25, top 30 all time, yo.
I got you. But you think we'll ever see Crawford? I mean, you think we'll ever see Canelo and Ward?
Nah.
Think so?
What's the name?
Ward was talking about coming out.
Canelo don't win that trouble.
And I know it's going to get people in the comments saying, oh, top 25, Bud would be top 10. And it's like, yo, I feel like people forget there's a lot of fucking fighters out there that you may not remember.
That's what I'm
Willie
saying.
Pep,
Yeah.
Henry Armstrong, Ezra Charles. It is hard to crack top 25.
A fight with, and I didn't even know they fought, Kwawi Muhammad and George Foreman. That was a great fight, man.
Yeah.
That was a great, and Kwawi was what, a cruiserweight?
And he was short as shit.
And he was short and small.
Like
He reminded me
5'8",
of you.
5'7". His head big as shit though.
Yeah, he was just his tenacity was great, and he didn't.
You had to let
stop.
that be known to separate y'all.
Yeah, my head not big like that.
January 25th. Steven So Cold Nelson, Diego Pacheco.
Great fight.
Most like step ups for both. This is I guess like right before you cross the threshold into title contention. What's your thoughts?
I mean, it's really a step up for Pacheco. Nelson is like 38 years old?
He's 36, but he hasn't gotten that marquee fight yet.
No, he hasn't gotten the marquee fight, but he's been in very tough. And a lot of times, he was counted out. He was the guy that was supposed to lose. When you look at the tail of the tape, shorter guy, older guy, stocky, little short, stocky guy. He's not. But Steven Nelson is crafty. You gotta watch him, and he know how to creep. He know how to creep up on you too. Pacheco gotta have utmost respect for him, but at the same time disrespect him. Not disrespect him in a negative way, but when you in there, you can't care about who he is, but you do have to respect his level, his skill set, his mind frame. Steven Nelson is very mentally tough. He's a man that's been through a lot in life and done a lot in life, so he thinks highly of himself. So Pacheco got to go in there with the same attitude, but be patient too. Don't try to get too much too early because Steven Nelson, like I said, could creep up on you. That's a very underrated fight. That's a great fight. That should be like main event, like pay-per-view type shit. That's a great fight, bro. I'm telling people.
Whoever's successful, where do they go from here?
I mean, 168, right? Is that 68?
Yeah, 68.
So yeah, I mean, the winner should get some type of title shot, at least. I mean, why not?
Who wins that fight?
Depends on who show up. If a more disciplined Pacheco shows up, patient Pacheco shows up, he wins. If Steven Nelson pulls up with the crafty shit and is relentless, then he wins. It's a 50-50 fight. It's a great fight.
If you had to lay money on the wood.
I mean, the money,
You
I would
don't know
bet on the draw. I would bet on the draw.